Hi, everyone.
Hello, hello, ladies.
Hello.
Hello.
Nice to see you all.
Tito.
Are you also having a wonderful summer day? Here, 35 degrees.
Yeah,
I know.
It's also very, very warm today.
Wow. Then I'm lucky. I'm at 28 degrees. And this is why we decided to stay at the beach here in St. Peter-Ording, where we can stay with the car. So I'm happy. I'm not sweating.
You are in Germany right now, Marina.
Yes, I'm enjoying it. I was in Denmark.
Yeah, I saw that. Very close to us.
Yes. And I was in Sweden too. I didn't make it to Norway, but maybe on my way back.
Yeah.
Hello, ladies. Hi, Randy.
Do you want to say something, Anna?
Yeah, I just want to say that I keep forgetting to share it on Facebook Live, so I'm doing that right now.
Do we also have the Zoom number? Because some of us don't have Facebook accounts. Yeah.
Yeah, everyone has a Zoom link in the VO and newsletters, so everyone should be aware of the Zoom link. But I'll go live now as well, so some of the people will see it and share it also. Well, got it. It's being live streamed. Well, the ladies already started talking. I don't know if I'm needed on this call with so many people joining, but I'm gonna make an introduction anyway. First of all, thank you, ladies, for joining. Thanks everyone for joining. I'm getting all these pings from my computer, my phone, that ASEA Europe is live, so it's working. That's good news. I will just briefly share my screen to show everyone what we will be doing during this Power Up call. And we have, well, an interview with Marina Seil. I will introduce her later on so that everyone knows who she is, a double ambassador from Australia. We have Sissel Andersen and Annemette Christensen on the call, as well as Natalia Serabriakova, members of the ASEA Europe Beauty Ambassador team. Coincidentally, I don't know, Marina Seil is also part of this group, but they want to give everyone an update on what's going on with this beauty ambassadors. I hope that everyone is already seeing quite a bit of excitement on social media around these new products, even though we haven't launched them yet. But Natalia and Sissel and Annemette will talk a bit more about what's going on. Then I wanted to give you some more information on the Emerging Leaders Training, to give some more information away of what we're going to do on this training. There is still time to qualify. And then, of course, I want to talk briefly about the Summer Champions Incentive. But starting with Marina Seil, I have a picture, but you are also on the call, so I will stop sharing. Marina, first of all, thank you very much for joining. It's great to see you. And how are you? And where are you?
I'm a little bit excited to be here, so thank you, for the invitation. And I'm in northern Germany currently, at a beautiful beach where it's not too hot.
The reason I'm asking where you are, because I also see where you're sitting. Even this can be a background, but I know that you're touring through Europe, because you are, even though I consider you to be a European associate, you're actually an associate from Australia. But because you are very committed to your European team and have a lot to do with everything going on in Europe, I would love to have you on this call and introduce you to everyone and allow you also to, yeah, explain who you are, what you're doing, how you got in contact with ASEA, whatever comes to mind.
Okay, how much time does we have? No, no,
If
just kidding.
If it goes too long, I will stop you. I will stop you.
I know. So yeah, we live in Australia. We have both passports, as I always say, and a past driver, so we have a lot of fun, like being chased by the police, but not really, no. Yeah, we met ASEA. It was two main reasons. My husband, he was chasing terrorists. He was, yeah, special forces, whatever, quite high ranking. So he had a very meaningful life, he thought. And I had my dream career. I was a researcher and doing also very interesting things in security politics. And then my husband had a very, very bad accident. And I was there with the little one. Could not really work anymore. My husband was facing going into a wheelchair. So our life was a little bit different, yeah. So we lost so much. I mean, we lost many things on a monetary level, but also you don't know, will this ever change, yeah? Will there be some breakthroughs? And so we always had the wish to find something, and he's had so many surgeries. 4 without narcotics. Can you imagine here at the spine? And he was feeling unconscious. I mean, falling unconscious. And so they were working him up. So they tried everything with him, everything. So for 12 years, there was no hope really. And then I always had the wish, please let me find something where I have something good, that my family is healthy and that I can work. Yeah. That I can, that we have surplus, yeah. And and for once in my life, I wanted to have time and money. I knew either or. I have family who are very successful, but in a traditional companies, they own companies, they have all this kind of stuff, but they don't have time. I was raised by a nana, yeah. And so I thought there must be a better way. And when ASEA came, my intuition was like, that's it. And there was like, yeah, okay, I should listen to my intuition. That was always the best. But on the other hand, I was so afraid. It's network marketing. Can this work? We tried everything. He was with the specialist of the specialist and all this kind of stuff. I was like, oh no, salt water from Salt Lake City. And this should be a business of, like, oh gosh, where I'm into. And anyway, when you're so desperate, you try. I don't wish that on anybody. Please don't put your life into circumstances where the only answer is that you take it is because you've been too desperate. So please don't copy that. But what you can copy is, I was then invited to go to a conference. We call it Envision in Australia, and to check it out. And then I knew. There's always this saying, you decisions are made at such events, yeah. And it was, yeah, and everything was clear. So yeah, so my husband is not facing wheelchairs. He's happy, very, very happy. He can play with our little one. I don't have to, you know, put on his shoes, yeah. And we are not facing separation. We didn't, but it was hard. It was really hard from time to time. We were really like not in a happy state. And yeah, so I'm very happy. It worked out, and it was challenging because our most contacts who knew Peter also are in Germany, who said, why are you still walking? Yeah. And so we had this building a team up and doing calls at 4 a.m., sometimes 3 a.m.
Exactly, because there it becomes challenging, right? Network marketing, something completely new. You know that you have to build up a team. I know that as well, living abroad, you automatically go back to your roots, talking to Germans, of course, in the same language, trying to build up a team in Australia as well. But how many hours time difference is that? It's like 8-9 hours time difference.
Yeah.
So how, you already mentioned it, very late meetings, very early meetings. How does that work? How do you fit that in?
It was a little bit magic. We do it 3 ways. So we really do a lot of 3-way calls. So it was challenging. So I was until late in the night, very early in the morning. So what can I say? We had no really downtime. Then we were also building in Australia. Then we were building in the States. So we covered all time zones, but not many leaders, you do the 3 ways. So we said, now we have to make a decision. We should be for some months in Europe. And I mean, you can be inspired yourself, but we have team members who never met us in person. And then we said, we have to change that. And also another team member said to me, Malcolm Swart was the first person I met. I met only you via Zoom, and she's one of my big business builders. And I said, this is amazing how you've been still be committed, that you're still committed, that you're inspired. So sometimes you are lucky, you have business builders, but most of the time it's up to you. So we said, okay, and it made such a difference. It made such a difference, not only because we can cover more time, we have more time to be in contact, but we can also meet live, and things are really happening now. So it was a very good move. Yeah.
Very good. And I know that you haven't decided on how long you will stay in Europe. Hopefully you stay there a very, very long time. Because you mentioned it, meeting your team face to face, very important. But what I also see in your team in Germany, but also in other regions, that your team is organizing physical meetings, many in different places in Germany. Does this come from you? I know that we have meeting support, which can be a great help. But maybe it's also your presence here that made them decide to do a bit more. Are you pushing them to do it?
Oh, I don't push, but what we have experienced is that what it does, your inner growth. When you go out, when you put a flyer to somebody and say, look, this is, and you start to talk about it. And because I was there, I was talking with the team members, I was there in person. They said, you should meet them and them, you should meet this person, you should meet this. And then we said, okay, let's go live. Let's do, and we have already people who've done live presentations. We've been plugged in via Zoom. So we tried everything, while being in Australia. So it was not so much, of course. We are still small teams, but no, we are good teams. But so this is still new, but we're doing it. So we have 2 upcoming live presentations in Immenstadt. Then we have workshops and live presentations near Rosenheim. Then we have, because we do live presentations, I said, okay, I will book a room. I'm doing it too. So it was more a duplication from the inspiration and from seeing how much fun and joy it is to grow beyond your own prison. Yeah. And so we have also another person, she's doing now a live presentation all by herself in the States. And she has invited Ed Wiens and also Richard Michael. He will be zoomed in. Can you say it like this? And so it makes such a difference. So on every level, there are things happening, but this people experience a kind of excitement. And when you feel that, then you want to be part of it. And
I think this is definitely the most important thing. I also see Annemette. I have that as well. Annemette and Hendrik and her team, they are organizing meetings regularly, almost every month, I think. And I've had the pleasure of joining them on a couple of occasions, and you definitely feel the occasion. Similar to Sissel, in Norway, it's proven to be maybe a bit more difficult with people living 1,000 kilometers away to come to an event. But even when they do come together, you feel it. It's something different. I love the fact that we can meet over Zoom with so many different people at the same time, but it will never take away the power of a physical event to really be present. So yeah, we're very excited to see what comes out of that. I love the fact that you have so many people doing that in your team, that it's not just you and Peter say, okay, I'm driving to Hamburg, I'm doing an event there, or I'm in Immenstadt, I'm doing there. But different people from your team taking, yeah, let's say probably getting out of their comfort zone to organize these meetings. So that's really great to see, and I'm happy that we can support as a company with these things, because we know how powerful it can be. And then another thing that I've noticed is also that a lot of people from your team have decided to come to our conference. Probably the same reason that you mentioned before, that people take decisions to really go for it, to go all in on these events. I saw many people from your team also purchasing 5, 6, 10 tickets to bring prospects. Is this something that you talk to your team about regularly, how important this can be?
Yes. Usually the people duplicate what you do. And since I went to a conference in the very early stage of my business, and I saw what it, did to others, it made something, it gave me a kind of, okay, this is really meaningful, and helped me find my own way and my decision and my courage. And I think because of my own experience, when I talk about it, it may change my life. I mean, this is such a phrase, yeah, but it's so true for me, yeah. I think this is something what makes a difference. If you go to a conference, your team will go to a conference. And of course, we talk about it. We talk also about a person who was the only person who could join the convention in the States. And she did it. She was quite new. She came back. She was so inspired. We let her talk on the Zooms. And we already saw, oh, this really makes a difference. So it was from the beginning very transparent. When somebody was on a conference or on a workshop or something like that, we let them talk. And since we've been so far away, we had to rely on, let's say, the business builder had to, come up, step up as business builders. So, and they did it. And this is very great. And they see that this is important to go there, to be there in person and not just to talk about things, because there you can really make a real experience. And so we promote it very actively. Yes, very actively.
Very good. And thank you for that. I have one more question for you, because I would love for you to share some tips, because you mentioned no network marketing experience. No. You started, well, when did you start exactly with ASEA? Not that long ago?
2 years.
2 years.
And a little bit.
The Double Diamond executive, very stable and growing business. I've had the pleasure of meeting you over Zoom and by waving in the office when I was in a meeting and you just hopped in during your road trip. But I've had the pleasure of doing some meetings with you over Zoom. And what I'm always impressed by is how you talk numbers, how you talk about goals. This is what I want to achieve, and it's always nice when you say it, but the way you are structured in this. I would love to have some advice for everyone on the call, and more specifically, once you set a goal, what do you do to keep on track?
Now my heart is pumping. I'm happy. I love figures. For me, that's the language. So I just decided to love it. You don't have to understand it. I know my dashboard, but this doesn't have to this is not important. But what I really do is to see the possibilities, to see what is possible. I had my vision. This was only what I had. I knew when I came to the conference first time in Australia, I knew I will sit in the front. I said to Peter, I'm not sitting there. Next time I'm sitting in the front. I only had my vision. I had no experience, and most of my team partners are no networkers. We are growing in this, and we want to grow, because everything is possible. This is, I love physics. It's just how it is. Not Newton physics, but I know that everything is possible. It's just how it is. And why not have, a better vision, a better outcome? So I have a lot of trust in my vision. Of course, I had a lot of fear too, but I put my vision into my hand and I said, I know my figures. I have been calculating this, what could be possible. This is all what I have. I'm going. And if I go alone, that's okay, but I'm going. And this is, I don't know, this, some said, okay, I follow you a little bit and I will see what you are doing. And I knew what I wanted. This was one. I was breaking it down in certain steps. Okay, so what do I need? How much people do I need from a figure perspective? Let's say a numbers game perspective. If I want to go diamond, that's 50 personnel people enrolled. This is such and such, I don't know, 80 cases, this and there. So I knew this, and I knew that's not the only answer. But I was, and then I was looking into what are really money generating activities, because I can keep myself very busy. But in the end, these are not activities which will bring me there. So I was looking into, we have a very good upline. He was preparing a lot of work and what are money generating activities. We have Ellen Noble with Amazing Molecules Training. I think this is the website. And so I was looking into this and I said to myself, I will do 100 of these activities per week. And this will bring me in this time to this stage. And I was doing it, and no matter what, I said to everyone, just go out of my way. If you don't go with me, yeah, just go out of my way. So this is sometimes, yeah. And I did it. I did the first 90-day blitz, then I did a half one. Yeah, I was, and then I did a third one, also a half one, because I was already getting a little bit tired working all night long. But anyway, this made a difference. Yeah, I knew what I had to do. I knew how much I had to do, and I was doing it no matter what. I was not looking into the results before 3 months. I knew, okay, this might bring me or lead me to results in 3 months, and I was just doing it like this. So, but this is not mindset. This is just a structure, a little bit of a structure. I don't want to keep much of your time.
Well, this is the structure. Structure is very important. And a couple of things that I wrote down. I always take notes when someone is talking about that. I love the vision and that everything is possible according to you. But that's one part of the story. The other part of the story is, okay, there are some people that did it before that know what they're talking about. It's about consistency and putting the work in, and then go for it and do it. And when you focus too much on the results in the beginning, you might be distracted or demotivated. What you did is perfect. Okay, just going to do this for consistently for a couple of months, and then I will see where I am. Then if you put in the work and what you mentioned, 100 activities every week, then the results will follow. But to commit to doing these activities is probably the most important thing. And I think you can be very proud of yourself that you did it, and that you are where you are right now, and looking forward to hearing from you what your, well, I do have a pretty good idea, but to hear what your next goals are going to be and what you're going to do to achieve them. Marina, it was such a pleasure having you on this call. I don't know if Natalia planned anything with you for being a beauty ambassador, because you are. I will hand over now. Thank you again, Marina, for sharing your story and giving us some great insights in how you are building your team, how you did it when you were in Australia. I'm very happy that you're here right now in Europe. Please stay as long as you like. It's a beautiful place to be, and so many more people that would love to work with you. But thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me, and that I could meet you more and more. I'm very happy about it. Very happy.
Very good. Then I will be handing over now to Natalia. Is it working? Can you see my screen? Good. Natalia, it's all you.
Thank you very much, Brenda, and thank you, Marina, for sharing your experience. And I will take advantage to having you as our special guest today to ask you to share some words about our new RENUadvanced Skin Care System. But just before this, just 2 words to remind to everybody the purpose of our beauty advisor, beauty ambassadors team. As you know, we have 11 ladies from Europe. They were selected to work together and to have the privilege to test before the launch the new RENUadvanced Skin Care System. And I really thank you for your commitment, because since a few weeks now, you're sharing your experience on social media. You're committed to our trainings and our meetings, and you are really ready, looking forward to our European conference to share your experience. And as a next step, of course, this is a big step, the launch in September of a new product. And then the most important, I think, for everybody is the step after launch. We really count on your help, on your experience, and on your your knowledge on these new products, to share more with your teams, to be kind of expert of this new line after the launch, and to spread out your knowledge of this new line within your groups in Europe. Marina, as I know that it's a little bit new for you, digital world and also skincare world, can you share some experience from, I don't know, it's now about 2 or 3 weeks of testing of a new product?
I think I've been very diligently testing them for more than 3 weeks now.
Okay.
I think very, very consequently morning and evenings. And I have never had so hydrated skin. I'm so happy about it because I have very, not sensitive, it's a frustrating skin. I have all kinds of issues always, and it's the first time I don't have them. And I was always afraid to use skincare because it was always reacting. So this is why I was new. I always wished to be beautiful, but then somehow it didn't work out. Yeah. So I'm not fishing for compliments. It's just how it is. You should see my sisters. They're really beautiful. And so I was really like, oh, I would love to use new stuff, but it was always, a frustrating experience. And that's the first time I'm not sharing with my husband. He would love to, because he tried it too. And he said, oh, it really feels better. And I said, I know. So it is I have no really issues anymore. So I'm very happy that I jumped, and I'm so thankful for Rainer that you said, would you like? And I was like, oh, I would love to have the products, but I'm as you said, Natalia, I'm not really, I was not allowed to have a social media account in my previous job for whatever. And so I was like, oh dear, where I'm getting into it, but it doesn't matter. I would have sold I don't know. I don't have a dog, but to get it, because I heard so many beautiful things through my American associates. So I'm so happy. And I'm sharing and I'm trying that with my team partners I meet, and they say the same. So that's,
We are all convinced that there's a magical product, really.
Yeah.
And probably Sissel, you look gorgeous today. Probably you can share as well a few words about this new line.
Did you say me?
Yes.
Okay, you're breaking up a little bit for me, so I was not sure. So first of all, I'm very honored to be having been asked to be on this panel, because I'm getting old, and I would have thought that you would have picked some more younger people, but I'm very happy, and I just love the new products. I just love them. My skin feels so much more smooth and vibrant and elastic and more glowing than it has ever done. And I've been very good using good skincare products, actually, from different network marketing companies, and they usually have good products, since I was around 26, 27. and now I just turned 60, you know. So for me to get this now, it's just absolutely fantastic. So I cannot wait to have the rest of the team start to use them, because when you first have started, I don't think you will never ever go back to something else, to be honest. And I think the product I really, if I should pick one product, it's very hard, but the toner is absolutely amazing.
Yes,
Of course, all the 4 products are great, but the toner is something that I've never experienced before like this. I mean, I have used toners before where you put it on a cotton thing and you take it on, and then it's a little bit itchy and it doesn't feel really good. But this one, oh my God, it's absolutely amazing. And of course, also the glowing serum. And yeah, so I'm really happy, and I'm very glad that you picked me. Thank you.
And when it comes to the business, what do you think about this new line? I mean, we can also target new people, right, with this one?
I mean, this should be a product for beauticians and all kind of places where they do skin treatments, but also younger people, older people. I mean, I think almost every woman at least are using skincare products, and more men are also doing it. So when you have something like this, and maybe they can just test it on their skin and they feel it immediately, how it's working. So why not purchase from your own store instead of going to a competitor or in tax-free stores where you don't know what the ingredients are? And there's just a long list of very strange names, and we have all really, really good names and product ingredients in our skincare. So I think we will have younger people. I think we will maybe have more influencers, right, around there. And yeah, and also older people. I mean, I want to be young old, not old. So yeah, and this is total natural. So I mean, what better can you have?
Yeah, and it's quite easy to propose also our flagship products, starting by Renew 28 to complete your beauty routine with the RENUadvanced Skin Care line. So yep.
Absolutely. And I also believe that for people who like to have in-home parties or real meetings and things like that, you can have spa evenings, you can have spa weekends, you can have whatever. So, I mean, as long as you are creative with all your ideas, why not? Just do it.
Just sorry, Sissel, are you smiling because of the product, or just because you're still enjoying the memories you had from Diamond Summit? Because I know that you just came back. I was looking at you are very tanned at the moment.
Well, both. I'm just in a happy place. I'm in a happy place, you know.
You look amazing. You're not 60.
I had exactly the same conversation today with Sissel about her age. One thing that I want to add, I've had the kit on my desk for a couple of times, but someone is stealing it from me and then sending it to other associates that want it as well. So I haven't been able to test it just yet. But just from my perspective, someone who hasn't been using let's say skincare regularly, it also looks great. It's a nice set. When I look at the social media posts that your ladies are putting together, I just love what I'm seeing. Nice looking kit, and I promised it, I think 2 calls ago, that I will be using it. So once I have a set for my own that my wife doesn't steal, I will use it.
Yeah,
I have to admit that I haven't been posting too much yet. I've been away on Diamond Trip and everything, so I've been preparing a little bit. So, but I have posted both in Instagram and my business Facebook account. But I probably also will post on my private Facebook account. So I will be more focused now, Natalia. Don't worry.
Yeah, I know, no doubts about it.
And also, I do have a before and after picture, actually, from when I started, but you said I shouldn't use it because I was not very good with the lighting. So the lighting is a little bit different, but for me, the pictures is what I feel. So
Exactly. And yeah,
yeah, I'll
like
share with
testimonial.
people one-on-one in the future, maybe.
Yeah. And just a few words about what you said, Ryan. It's easy kit. Yes, it's very simple and easy kit. Even for someone who don't use any cosmetics product, we have really 4 steps with a different color code. Even for men, I think it's very simple and easy to start using it. And what about you, Annemette? What was your daily beauty routine before?
Before I used the old RENUadvanced Skincare, and yeah, before ASEA, I often had very irritated skin here in my T-zone. So I have always had dry skin and very irritated, and my pores were actually very big. And yeah, suddenly my skin is amazing, and I can see it myself, and other people can see it, and that's very nice when people come and say, "Oh, what happened?" And I can also feel it. It's not. It's very hydrated. It's so nice to touch your own skin. Yeah, and also Henrik, he could also see it, so now he steals my RENUadvanced. But I'm very, very happy about this new RENUadvanced, and also like Sissel, I'm crazy about the toner. It's magic when you do that after the cleansing, and then your skin is so ready to renew 28. And then you can just feel when you put the serum on, then all the hydration comes, and then you end with the cream. And I'm very happy about the new skincare, and also to be part of this. And actually, yeah, I've never tried something like this. And also I've now posted a lot about the RENUadvanced Skincare. And yeah, I learned a lot because I'm not used to post that much. So it's a win-win situation. And yeah, people are asking, can I buy this new RENUadvanced Skincare? And I say, no, you have to wait. So yeah, I have a lot of people who are very interested, and also my team. We did also skincare evenings before, and now we are really ready to make skincare evenings.
Yeah, pajama parties or something like this. Yeah, and what can you say about the packaging? How do you find it?
I find it very good, very, very good, very nice colors, very clean, very natural, and also
Easy to use?
they're very good to use, yeah. But also the cream, when you push it, then it comes up, and it's you don't get any bacteria in or something, and it's very easy to do that. And when it's empty, then you have used it all. It's not that you can't get the rest out. That's very, very clever. Yeah. So that's really, really beautiful, and I like the color and everything. When you hold it, you can feel its quality, and yeah, it looks good.
Great. So I can only thank you, ladies, for your participation, for your testimonials, and for all the work you've done on social media to create this excitement. And I know there are other members of our ambassadors team who say the same thing. There are a lot of people asking me when I can buy the products. I say yes, they have to unfortunately wait until September, but yes, thank you again for your commitment and for what you are sharing about this new skincare line. And next power-up call, 3 other ladies from our team, ambassadors team, will as well share their experience with this new line. So looking forward for this.
Thank you so much, Natalia. Thank you, ladies. I can see the excitement. So this is good news. I'm really happy with this approach to the launch. I was happy that we could get some products over from the US for you to test. And yeah, you can see it because you are posting, because you are talking about it in your teams, and we have selected well 11 ladies from different countries. Yeah, even though we cannot buy the product, I have the feeling that everyone is getting familiar with these products and that we are really ready for the launch. I know that's it's always, yes, they already have it in the US. Why don't we have it in Europe? There are many reasons why we don't have it, but what I also see is an advantage that now we can prepare. We can talk about this product already. We know that it's coming. We know that when we're going to launch it, so you can already think about how am I going to market this? Who in my team needs this? Also, maybe one of the people that is not interested in the Redox product, maybe they would love this, and it's a nice gift. I already know what I'm going to give with Christmas to all my female family members, so that saves me some trouble. So I'm happy for this. But thank you so much for sharing. There are two more topics that I briefly want to touch base on. Starting with ELT, and I hope you're not getting sick and tired of me talking about ELT, but I'm just so very much looking forward to this training, and I want to give you some more information and make sure that if you are still in the running to qualify, that you do, and if you are already qualified, that you definitely register for this training. We can fit in probably 200 or a bit more people, and we might have the similar amount of qualifiers. We will make it work, but if you register right now, you are sure that you are in. So this is a bit of the very basic overview of the agenda. We will start Thursday, September 8 at 11:30. Just welcome everyone, mix and mingle, talk to everyone who's there. And then the first day of training will be 6 hours long, followed by a get-together where we have some time to have a little snacks and talk to each other. And then followed by the Friday from 9:30 until 5, including a lunch break. But this may be not as important as the next thing that I want to tell you, and this is that we will have Willi Stengel, very professional and experienced trainer, that will take part in the emerging leader training. He will actually will take care of most of it, where he will talk about the things that are very, very important for everyone in this business. But this training is more, let's say, focused on emerging leaders and leadership. So he will talk about the fundamentals of leadership, and there will be a strong focus on success factors for emerging leaders, where he will have different sessions, different topics, talking about change management and change readiness, professional time management, focus on objectives, and also sponsoring. How do you address different people? We had the pleasure of having a training, internal training by Willi Stengel. I'm still using his techniques on a daily basis. I was very inspired what he had to tell us and teach us, and what we could learn from him. So this is really great that we could have we asked him to come, and that he's also willing to be at this training. Of course, we will include leaders from Europe in this training as well. Some of them on this call today, without saying too much. But next to Willi, we also have these three gentlemen that will participate in the emerging leader training. Of course, Tyler, I can now confirm it because I think that my colleague who's sitting next to me has confirmed his flights. Our Chief Revenue Officer, Jörg Hüche, will also be there. And our legal counsel and Chief Legal Officer, Ben Tyler, will also take part in our emerging leader training, just to give a bit of, because we get a lot of questions about what is compliant, what can I say, what can't I say? And Ben Tyler has a wonderful way of explaining this in normal words without being too much focused on you can't do this, you can't do that. He's more focused on what you can do. So also very pleased to have him flying over from the US to talk during the emerging leader training about compliance and education. So the qualification is still running until mid-August. So do whatever you can to qualify, help your team qualify, and let's make sure that a lot of people can profit from this. Well, we said 1.5 day, but I think we can say that it's a 2-day training. So very much looking forward to that one. And then I couldn't announce it last week, the Summer Champions Incentive. because we wanted to wait until the very last moment to announce it, and it was launched the Saturday after the last call that we did. But this ASEA Summer Champions, where everyone who's registered in Europe has the opportunity to be one of our summer champions, because we will have 25 summer champions with different cash awards for depending on the ranking. And this one is still running until the 29th of July. And what I love about this incentive is that we see, when you look at the leaderboard, and I'm doing it on a daily basis, we see new people in the top 25 every day. We see changes in the top 5, in the top 10 every day. There are people that after 2 weeks were not even close to the top 25 that are now in the top 5. So a lot can happen with just 1 or 2 enrollments. If you're not in the top 25 now, you can be really close because the differences are really, really small. So please focus on this incentive, and maybe you will be one of our 25 summer champions. So the top 5 right now is also very, very nice to see from 5 different countries. When you look at the leaderboard, I think we have people from 10 different countries on it. So really nice to see that this is working well in different groups in different countries. But our top 5 right now, and again, probably tomorrow it will be slightly different. But now Anthony Fabry from France, Catherine Edwards from the United Kingdom, Giovanni Tomashkin from Slovakia, Bai Chung from Austria, and Amani van Heteren from Germany. This is our current top 5. This is not the final standing just yet because we still have 10 days to go. So I'm very much looking forward to crowning our summer champions at the end of this qualification period. And that was it for today. Ladies, again, thank you so much for joining. Everyone on the call, thanks for joining. I hope to see you next time in August when we are getting really close to our conference. It's going to be the biggest conference that we will have because we are looking at ticket sales every day. We have more than 750 people already bought a ticket. So this is an event that you don't want to miss. I really hope to see each and every one of you at the Emerging Leader Training or at the conference or somewhere else in Europe. Thank you so much. See you next time.
Hi, thank you so much.
Thank you.